Hello, everybody. Welcome back to it. And today I'm going to be discussing Pirates of the Caribbean 5 Dead Men Tell No Tales. So, I'm just going to start by saying the series continues to have fantastic effects. I feel like that's something I need to specify with all of these because for big blockbuster franchises, this might be the one that the effects are the most consistent on. There's not a lot as many as something like At World's End or Dead Man's Chest. This one, but there are some effects, and they are really good. So one thing that struck me is that again, it seems like with the later Pirates movies after At World's End, they kind of start to lean towards having Barbossa be sort of the de facto main character. Because even though a lot of this movie is about Jack Sparrow, Barbossa gets a lot more development. Because this time, his crew is under attack, so he makes the deal with the bad guy, Salazar, to find Jack Sparrow. Along the way, uncovers his long lost daughter, and then, spoilers, dies at the end. I'm gonna be honest, I saw this movie when it was brand new for the first time. And since then, I've kind of become a little iffy on the whole thing. Because, okay, so let's just talk about this. So, the character of Karina, that's Barbossa's daughter. I mean, it's an interesting twist, and it definitely gives him a reason to sacrifice himself at the end there. Because honestly, I think that if she wasn't involved, then Salazar would have killed everyone. That's just my opinion. um, but still, definitely the highlight of the movie is Barbossa. This is his movie. Um, but let's talk about the villain for a second. Salazar. Okay, so I was saying that he was a cool villain, and then I got to see what he could really do with a big villain role with Skyfall, where he played that movie's villain, and he was absolutely fantastic in Skyfall. And so, kind of a weaker villain here. Maybe here's the thing: he Salazar might be the weakest villain of the series. Thinking about it, because I mean, Davy Jones obviously is the best villain, but yeah, this one's okay, and a lot of stuff's interesting. There's some big retcons made for this movie, particularly involving Jack Sparrow. Did we need a Jack Sparrow origin story? No, but technically, this is the first bad guy that Jack ever fought as Captain Jack Sparrow. Which is it's an interesting thing. I think it's fine. And then, um, of course, another thing is that this movie retcons Jack Sparrow's history with his compass. Because in Dead Man's Chest, Teodalma says, "The compass you bartered from me." And in this movie, it's specified if Jack Sparrow ever gives away his compass, then Salazar gets released. So here's the thing. You might be thinking, how does that work? He gave it away a few times in the past. Here's the thing. I think that no one's realized that Jack Sparrow might actually be a secret genius. Because honestly, I think he plans out a lot of his stuff. He knew, so I think in those cases, it worked because he knew the compass would come back to him. But with this movie, he's just trying to get some beer. So I think that's how you could easily say it. He knew it would come back to him. He's letting someone borrow it, then to reach an end. And then now he just wants some beer. um, the return of Will and Elizabeth is fine. It works. It's a cameo. Um, but Yeah, I'm avoiding the I'm avoiding the captain in the room, Jack Sparrow. For a lot of this movie, he just seems off. I don't know why. He just seems off with this one. I mean, there are some great moments where when he meets one Elizabeth's son, he says, "Oh, you're the evil spawn of those two." I had to pause the movie this time because that line for some reason just made me laugh so much that I needed to pause it. Also, the line from a little earlier in the movie where he's just completely drunk and he says, "Have either of the four of you seen my bank?" That opening, well, not the opening, but that first scene where you see Jack Sparrow is a fun action scene, but I don't know why a lot of this movie, Johnny Depp seems bored, maybe? Not interested? Phoning it in? What would be the right term? There are some parts where he's really good, some of the comedic stuff. And then, of course, I think he does really good with that ending. That last ending where Gibbs asks him where they're heading, and he says that we shall sail beyond my beloved horizon. Yeah, I think Johnny Depp delivers that line. I think he does a good job of delivering that line. So this is also the shortest of them all, at 2 hours and 6 minutes, which I didn't remember this one being so short going into it. I thought it was a little bit longer. Um, it really stinks that they got canceled. Well, the Johnny Depp series got canceled after this one because the post-credit scene sets up the return of Davy Jones. So, yeah, that would have been an awesome thing to see. One last showdown between Davy Jones and Jack Sparrow. That would have been awesome, but it looks like we might never get that. So, yeah, there are some good elements. I think that other ones have had a better supporting cast, and Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp isn't having as much fun playing Jack Sparrow as he was in, say, on Stranger Tides. So yeah, I'll give this one. It's still really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm I'm gonna give this one I'll give it a 7.5. No, 8. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's still really fun. But there you have it. That is it for my review of Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales, and the last Pirates movie. For now, anyway. Hopefully they'll continue on, but for now, this is the end of the series. That's it for this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.